Hey Homestead family, so today we are making spaghetti sauce and we're going to use some to eat today and use some to can for later. So y'all stay tuned. So here's the ingredients that's going to go into the spaghetti sauce. We have Roma tomatoes, we have bell peppers, I've got a few sweet gypsy peppers here, onions, and I even have some leaves that I've pulled off of our basil, sweet basil, and then I've got some oregano. So basically what we're going to do to start with is just cut these up, and then we're going to roast them, all the vegetables, in the oven, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we have cut up, we use these aluminum pans. We've cut up 3 pans of Roma tomatoes, and the next thing we're going to do is add the peppers and the onions and the seasoning to that. So hang tight with us. Okay, so we have all the Romas cut up, we have peppers cut up, we have onions cut up, we've put sweet basil leaves on these, and I'm going to sprinkle some, and I always forget to take the top off because it just doesn't come out fast enough. But we're going to sprinkle some oregano on these, and then I'm going to add salt. And I will tell you that the first time that I made this, I think I put a little too much salt on it. So it's better to go a little on the light side with the salt and can it. And then if it needs more salt later, you can always add it. But if you put too much, it's just, there's no way to take it off. So I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle this salt. We're using Redmond's real salt. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add olive oil to it, and just, I'm sorry I can't tell you how much, but I just like a thin line of olive oil kind of across it, just to help keep the moisture in and help the flavors kind of marry together. And then we're going to add these 3 pans to a cold oven, and then we're going to set it at 400 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, so here we go. We're going to I'm going to put it on the roast setting and 400 I'll set the timer for 1 hour. So I'm going to put one here, one here, then I'll put the third one in the bottom oven. We're also heating our jars right now, getting them ready to put the tomato sauce in. Okay, so we've roasted the vegetables in our 3 pans, and this is kind of what they look like. You're gonna see some burnt edges on some of the vegetables, and that's okay. That's kind of what we want. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our the things in our roasted pans, put them in our Ninja, and we're gonna puree it and get it ready for the jars. Okay, so we've poured our first pan in here, and we're just going to put the top on, and we're going to puree it. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. So you don't pulse it, you put it on low. Okay, so we're gonna go. And that's about all it takes. And then this is just liquefied, and then we're gonna take these other 2 pans, do the same thing, and we've already heated some jars on the stove, so we've got hot jars to put them in, and we'll take you through those steps after we get the rest of this pureed. So we're going to use half a teaspoon of citric acid for these because these are quart jars. If you're using pint jars, I believe it's a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. You can use lemon juice for this. I'm not sure the measurements for the lemon juice, but be sure to use the bottled lemon juice. Don't use lemon juice from a real lemon because the acidity in the bottled lemon juice is regulated, and so you'll get exactly what you need for any tomato-based type canning. So that's why we're using the citric acid because this is a tomato base. All right, so we're just basically going to pour the sauce into the jars. And I'm going to leave about a 1/2 inch headspace. Okay, so that doesn't fill that jar up. We're gonna do another pan, and then we'll fill the rest of the jars up. Okay, so before I finish this, I wanted to show you my shirt that I got. I'm excited about it. I eat local because I can. So we've covered the jars with about 1 inch of water, and then we're just going to turn this on and heat the water up. We don't start counting the 10 minutes until the water is actually boiling. Once the water comes to a rolling boil, then we time it for 10 minutes, and that's all it needs, and we'll take the jars out and let them cool. So there we are, 4 quarts of spaghetti sauce and a little bit of spaghetti sauce left over, and Mr. Homestead's already broke out the ground beef for us to heat some ground beef up with this spaghetti sauce and make spaghetti tonight. So if you enjoyed this video, if you've got value from it, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we put out new videos, you'll be notified that we've put them out. So these are going to sit here and cool. When you hear that lid pop, that's a good sound. It means that they have sealed properly, and We'll be putting these out in the big pantry with our other sauces and pickles and relishes and salsa that we've put away this year from all of our cucumbers and tomatoes. So we're excited about the pantry stock that we're building, and we invite you to join us for other instructional videos. You guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us, and as always, do your best and watch God do the rest.